Welcome back. We have the ACW tournament starting on the channel over the next couple of days. We'll have lots of footage for that. So if you're interested, want to see how the tournament turned out, see some of the amazing fights that we had. This is round one, match one, NK versus Utopia. NK is the Confederacy here, and Utopia is the Union there. You have just missed some light cavalry engagements, and some Confederate cav snuck around the back and was able to harass Union artillery. But the lines just met up, so we're going to go ahead and get started here and see what happens. Some of these matches I was able to spectate live, so I know how the battles went exactly throughout much better. And then some of these matches like this one, I was actually in my own match at the same time this one was going on. So I didn't get to watch this one. I know how it turned out, obviously, but I'm really interested to see how it went throughout the whole battle. Ooh, Jesus. Was that howitzers? Yeah. Howitzers close range and on the hill. Just lobbing shots into this valley. Valiant effort by Second Corps to try and push the hill. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. No, it's okay. That looked worse than it was. I think. Yeah, this first push across, I have to imagine this was mostly trying to figure out exactly where NK's lines were at, and just exploratory in nature. That's why he didn't commit too many troops to it, and I kind of think he figured something like this would be the outcome. Oh. NK is immediately going to follow that up by pushing forward to the tree line. Maybe we'll see a Confederate counterattack here. Might just be trying to secure the position. Yeah. Looks like he's just moving up a bit. The Union push to the left. Probably hoping to get that artillery. I mean, is that 4 chevrons already, it looks like? God damn. Oof. Alright. As a point of interest for those watching who may or may not know, um, we did decide to keep lock for these 1v1 engagements to allow for some level of strategy and everything. And that being said, I have to question the Union's repeated jabs across this little valley as he holds victory by staying where he's at, holding the line basically. Instead, he seems to have wanted to take the fight to the Confederates. Very bold and commendable strategy, you know. You gotta have guts to do it, but I just don't think he needed to. I think he could have sat back, forced the Confederates to cross that ground while he's not kind of shaken, taking a lot of losses and trying to reform. Confederacy is going to overwhelm here. Wow. Can't see those guys at all. Makes me understand why they get so few hits. Look at that. Look at that. Not one body. Not one body. Oh, there we go. There's a couple. Ooh. See, this is a good move by left wing. With second having these people down here in the fields, they also beat back the first push on the left side from the Union. I like NK's decision here to attack this side, try and push them down. He's wrapping him down and away, it looks like. Trying to push him off the top of the hill. Yeah. He's got plenty of manpower back here to deal with the push coming up from the fields if he can get to a good place in time. I don't know exactly how many men are over there. Some of them may have snuck into the woods before I noticed them. They're trying to hold a hard line here, but that howitzer fire is just going to make it impossible. And there's too many of them pushing down on the top. Right, the Union defensive shell has been established on this second hill. Blood splatter I'm seeing looks brutal. We'll see how long they hold out. Over here, they're trying. Actually, I think they might be falling back. They do seem to be falling back, yeah. Reforming a little bit, looks like. Oh, that cannon fire. God. The reserves coming in. And the general. Cracks are starting to show where that artillery is pounding. I will say Confederate artillery has been crazy here on this hilltop. Both across the initial front line and over here. It's nuts. I mean, if you look at it, I think it's got shit. It's got a lot of chevrons. Left wing has so many regiments. It's kind of nutty. You want a regiment, sorry, if you want a corps that can form any shape imaginable, get 62 left wing. They have enough regiments to play geometry with. All right, here we are with just over 21 minutes left. The Union Second Corps advanced force or offensive force on the right wing seems to have pushed back some. They've repositioned. On the other hand, and then over here, it's a lot of artillery and Confederate reinforcements. They just keep coming. This cavalry still being a pain in the ass, managed to take out another artillery for the Union. Taking out its second artillery piece, this cavalry is a huge pain in the ass. It's been crucial for the Confederates. Turning units around, killing cav. I think it killed all of the Union skirmishers as well. Oh, this is about to be brutal. Oh, is he going to extend into this or push into it? Is he pushing into it? I think he is, yep. Yeah, I think second has committed to a melee push. Desperate attempt to try and push the Confederates off this final stand. Yeah, down here in the valley, he's absolutely overwhelmed. The numbers aren't quite as bad against him on the hilltop, but overall he's not in good shape, and he's lost many to this melee. Just an overwhelming display from 62 left wing. Well, that's the field broken. We are taking a few losses on the Confederate side. That's not going to be anything to worry about, though. I will say, in my personal opinion, I've seen Utopia play quite a few times at this point. I just don't think this was his best day. First match of the tournament, I think he might have been a little anxious or a little nervous. He made, I don't even really want to say he made mistakes, because I don't really feel like he made that many. His biggest mistake was that he wasn't condensed in the woods. If he was all squared up and together like NK was in the wooded hills to the right side of the map, I think he would have stood a much better chance. But the way his army was kind of spread out much more across the map than NK's was, NK was able to push through him piece by piece and then crush him in much smaller segments. So, you know, it happens to everyone. You know, I'm going to take my L's in this tournament, unfortunately. And Utopia took one here today. But we have the redemption bracket, so we will see him again in this video series. And we have a couple units that are probably going to come back a couple of times, but I'll probably skip ahead to the end here. All right, here we are. As you can see, Union, big in numbers. They did still have a slight manpower advantage, 1,200, but got piecemealed down, took absolutely massive losses. And yeah. those howitzers, absolutely fucking insane. They did crazy. 499 kills. All right. Well, next up is me versus Clue in round 1. So come back and see us for that. Peace.